89.7 FM. Ibadan. Yes, I said we'll be having a guest in the studios this lovely afternoon. Yes, we are so glad to have in the studios of Prince 89.7 FM. Before then, yes, the second segment of the show will be coming up very soon. That's the Bible game show. But before then, let's introduce the special guest we have in the studios this lovely afternoon. It's a pleasure to have the first gospel artist in the studios this lovely afternoon. He's looking so handsome, and I know that everybody that will be watching us on Facebook now, the ladies will be tempted to know the face behind this lovely voice. It's a pleasure to have in the studios of Prince FM. I don't know if I should call him pastor or general overseer or deacon or bishop. Just let me call him evangelist. Samuel Bisan, evangelist, or let me say Mr. Samuel Bisan. Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to have you in the studios of Prince FM.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm super excited to be here as well. Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Yes, who is Sam Bisan? And the name looks sounds so familiar. Probably, I don't know if I know somebody called Bisan in Prince FM, but I just don't know. You just take us through your background and let us know who is Sam Bisan.
Okay, Samuel Brisson, it's a young guy. I'm in my early 20s.
Rara, I didn't know. I didn't know. What are you telling me?
And I hail from Delta State.
Okay.
And I came from a family of 4. I'm the second. And I'm lovely to be with. And I'm a musician.
Okay.
I'm a content writer. I'm a social media manager.
Okay.
I also do music. I love music a lot. In fact, music is in my blood.
Do you play instruments?
Yeah, I play a music instrument. The keyboard.
Which of them? The keyboard?
Yeah,
you play it very well.
Very well, sir.
Now, what is before we go to your background, is it compulsory I'm an instrumentalist before I go into music?
It doesn't necessarily for you to become an instrumentalist before you can venture into music, because most of our instrumentalists that we have in this era right now, most of them don't really know much about how do I put it? Don't really know much about how to play instruments.
Okay.
Most of them just have it as a passion. Most of them are just passionate about music,
and they just venture into
it. But the truth of the matter is, as a musician, at least you must learn out, if not all the music instruments, at least you must learn how to, at least the keyboard, because the keyboard will introduce you to the rudiments of music.
What's the advantage if I can play one of the instruments and I'm a musician? What's the advantage? What's the advantage behind it?
It will give you the basic of music.
Okay.
For example, now the keyboard. If you know how to play the keyboard, you will recognize the tonic-soffers,
okay,
the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and stuff like that. And it will also enhance your skills the more in music. So that's one of the advantage.
Okay, now, and we know you now, your name and your surname and where you come from. Now, let's start. How did this musical journey begin with you? How did you begin this musical journey? Because we need to understand that there's always a beginning to something.
Yes,
so how did you begin it? Or when did you begin this journey? When did you begin it?
Actually, I began my music journey when I was small. While growing up, I'm always this type of person that...
You disturb the compound with your noise.
Exactly. And most especially when I'm bathing I'm inside the bedroom, I'm always singing.
Wait, before you continue, is it that there's something at the bedroom? Everybody is always singing at the bedroom.
There's always this kind of inspiration.
I don't know what is in the bedroom. Maybe we should go and put studio in the bedroom.
Exactly.
So you are one of them that sang in the bedroom as well?
Exactly. Wow. Because while growing up, when I'm having my beats, I'm always singing, like constantly. I'm always singing. But then I had not realized my potentials then.
Okay.
Not until my final year in secondary school, XS3. Okay. Then I had the privilege of attending a particular fellowship. I don't know if I can mention the fellowship.
Please go ahead.
Youth Foundation,
okay,
around Oli. So they gave me this platform where I started singing, and at the same time I was playing the keyboard as well. It was even during that time that I started, actualizing my skills on the keyboard.
Okay.
So in 2019 actually, and since then, when they gave me that platform, since then somebody called my attention to it that Samuel, I think you have this kind of skill and you have this talent and you can sing that. And right within me I was like, am I sure that I can sing?
Oh, you are doubting your potential.
I was even doubting my potentials then. So I believe this will also even sound as a lesson to people maybe at home, that don't ever doubt yourself. Like, if you have this skill and if you have these particular potentials, and you don't ever doubt yourself, because you never can tell where the skill will take you to in the later future. So it happened that after the person called my attention to it, then the following year, 2020, during COVID, I started singing as well. And during lockdown, me and my brother, my siblings, we started singing. We have this keyboard at home then. That was when I started learning the keyboard, and we used to do all these short skits online. We post online, and we started singing.
Who is your brother?
Paul Bison. I celebrate him always, and I love him so much.
The Kulikuli ambassador.
Exactly.
Okay.
Dr. Kulikuli.
All right.
So we started singing. I'll be playing, they will sing along, and since then, that's when I've started, realizing my potential. And also, following that year in my church, RCC Jesus Network, GNC, I love them wherever they are, wherever they are listening to me from. They gave me potential. They gave me platform rather. So since then, that's when I've started, realizing.
So if
my
we want
skill.
to give it a year now, like how long? How many years are we talking about now?
Okay, apparently, it has been like 4 years now.
4 years.
4 years.
Now the journey for 4 years, from 4 years till now, has been smooth. True of us?
Not really, sir.
Okay. What's the challenges that the up and coming artist face? Let's take it generally, not the gospel artist now.
Generally.
Generally, what is the challenges that the number one challenges up and coming artists face?
Okay, and the number one thing upcoming artists face in this our era, I would say, is the ability to actualize your self-esteem. Because most people, they are aspiring to be an upcoming artist. They don't really, develop themselves. They don't really have this. They don't believe in their self.
Okay.
So that's one of the challenges most upcoming artists face, and of course the financial aspect too. Okay. Let's say I have this particular song in mind and I want to sing, and there's always this challenge. I'll be like, I don't have this money to go and record, to go to the studio to go and record, and the financial aspect is one of the major challenge. Financial aspect is one of the major challenge that most upcoming artists have, and also, how do I put it now? Lack of platform. Lack of platform as well.
To showcase your
to showcase your talent. And this oftentimes kills the morals of upcoming artists. And I want to say that it is, you not being given platform does not mean you won't attain your goal. Because some people, like Donsi Oyeko now, Nathaniel Bassey, when they started, they were not, running after platforms. They were not running after platforms and doing like that. So it was when they started actualizing themselves. It was when they started, developing their self-esteem. That is when, in fact, okay, let me put it this way, that those big artists that we know today, they also face challenges.
Of course.
They face a lot of challenges. So my point basically now is to say that platforms doesn't necessarily means that you won't attain your goal. So basically now, most of the challenges I mentioned, the financial aspect, the platform aspect, and lack of self-esteem.
Okay, now I haven't said all this. Now the 4 years journey for you, can you tell us how glorious it has been? And let me take you back in retrospect a little bit. Now the first stage you ministered into, can you take us back there? The first stage the first platform you stood.
I initially ministered.
Yes. Okay. How was it? Take us through the journey.
Actually, then I was this kind of timid person. I was very shy. Like, for me to face a crowd is a little bit problem. So it was a very bit challenging. It was really a very challenging task for me. So for me to, when they initially handed the mic to me, I was very shaking. The street fight overwhelmed me.
Ease yourself. You feel like you want to ease
exactly.
yourself.
My hand was too cold and everything. So for me to sing, I was like, at some point my mouth was very shaking. But then along the line, I realized that I was flowing. The songs was coming in. The Holy Spirit took over, and it was amazing. It was glorious. 2
more questions before we listen to your song. Number one, how lucrative is the gospel music? I mean, compared to the secular music, how
Okay.
lucrative it is? Because some say that the gospel musicians are not really that wealthy to compare to the secular music.
Okay.
How wealthy or how acceptable is
Okay.
the gospel music generally?
Okay, generally now, I believe in belief. Everybody believes. Everybody has this kind of mentality and belief. So to answer your question, it depends on the way some people view it. We have different kind of views.
Okay.
Now, to my own point of view, I would say that the gospel world right now,
Yeah.
is not really lucrative.
Okay.
Because we are portraying the gospel of Christ. We are not portraying, we are not after money.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we are portraying is the gospel of Christ,
Not the monetary aspect.
not the money aspect. Compared to the secular world, the secular world right now, we have a lot of secular artists that for them to, if you want to call them for a show, like they have to pay for it. But in the gospel world, in the gospel industry, although we have some set of people that normally charge, okay, let me bring it to the aspect of this charging before I come to minister. Sometimes last week I watched a video about Dunsin Oyekan answering a radio interview just like this, and the presenter was asking him that, okay, how do you charge people? Do you charge people when you go for ministrations? And he was like, he doesn't charge people. He said it shockingly that because it will, as a big
artist,
music artist now, for him to voice out that particular statement, it will shock everybody. He said God had this agreement with him that the day he charges people, that is when the well of his inspiration will dry.
Do you charge people as well?
Actually, I've not started charging people, and God has not assured me.
You do it
God,
for free?
No. Okay. Let me just say, when people call me for ministrations, people have not started calling me for ministration. I only volunteer for churches and everything. One thing I will firstly do is that I won't charge. But I know it is right for them to at least do something.
Let's say I'm a pastor and I invite you to a church program and I don't have any money to give you, and you brought your band and everything.
Just my band and
I now
everything.
said, God bless you, Mr. Bisa. You go, your way will be prosperous and everything. What will you do? You are needed to go back.
Humanly speaking, I will feel bad. Because it's not easy for me to have brought my band and everything. Even if I won't spend out of the money, my band, we still have to. I still have to compensate my band. So I will feel bad, humanly speaking. But fine, if they don't give me anything,
you guys will trek back.
We will still have to at least appreciate them and then.
All right,
we can't fight them because we are still doing, but it is the right thing for them to at least to do.
All right, now we go on this break. When we return, we will take your music and I will ask you this question. I know you are a pastor's son.
Yes, sir.
And there is general belief that the pastor's sons are very terrible. They're troublesome.
They are the one troublesome.
This and that and everything.
Yes.
Just like what we have for this in the studio. We'll come back and we'll take that and we'll take your song and we'll take it up from there. The program is still Sunday Lunch Show on Prince 89.7 FM Ibadan. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hooray! We are back again. It's time for Prince of a monthly birthday party. Are you born in the months of December and January? Then you can have a lavish birthday at a very affordable cost. With just 3,000 naira, you can join other children at Prince of M January birthday party. At Prince of M monthly birthday party, you will enjoy lots of games, ride on the bouncing castle, meet MC Clown, your favorite cartoon characters, and get lots of gifts. Date: last Sunday of the month, 28th January 2024. Time: 12 noon. Venue: Prince of M premises located at Asunde House, Alarere Junction, Gospel Bus Stop on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Gate fee: 3,000 naira only. For more information and enquiries, please call Tosin on 081-3139-7575 or Kunle on 080-3434-4489. Remember, this one is specially packaged for children born in December and January. Date again: Sunday, 28th January 2024. Prince of a monthly birthday party. Happy birthday!
Glad you know you stayed there. This is Prince 89.7 FM, Ibadan, the Sunday lunch show. Yes, we are talking to one of the talented and up-and-coming gospel artists known as Samuel Bisson. Yes, we are about to listen to your music. Before then, I ask you a question. And yes, how the general belief about this the son of the pastor or the daughter of the pastor is always different.
Yes.
How true is that? Let's take it. How true is that?
Yeah, to be sincere, it's a very popular saying, and undoubtedly.
So let's talk about your upbringing from your parents. Yeah.
Okay. I would say I'm super excited. I came out from a very humble background and a very versatile and family that knows much about Christ and everything. And of course, obviously, my dad is a pastor. And while growing up, we were limited to some set of things,
like
based on the fact that
what. Don't go to parties.
Don't go to parties, exactly.
No drinking no taking of alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Mind the kind of friends that you
don't follow women. Paul. Okay.
Okay, so things like that. And so while growing up as well, my dad is a pastor, so we always follow him to church, and we go for night vigils. And
was this all the things that shaped you to become who you are today?
Actually, no.
Okay.
It was because I realized my purpose. There are some people that are, just like the popular notion now that says most children pastors, they are the one always troublesome and everything. Why? Because it was when I fully understood my purpose. That was when it's changed my life. It's not because my dad is a pastor or because I came from a very versatile family that is more knowledgeable about Christ. It was because I understood my purpose and I gave my life to Christ compared to the children, personal conviction. Okay. So it was when I understood my purpose in life, that was when it shaped my life to this moment.
All right, we need to go now, but we need to listen to your music. Okay. Now, last week Sunday, the first song, your first song actually came out officially.
Yes, sir.
What's it called?
Nasty God.
Nasty God.
Yes, sir.
Some people will say no grief for anybody. Your own is Nasty God.
Nasty God.
That's good. What's the content behind Nasty God before we listen to the song?
Okay. Last year, something terrible happened to me, which made me, I was really pained.
What happened?
Actually, I was supposed to meet up with a target, with a deadline in school.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the deadline has even come and gone. But then, I'm like, God, this is not what you promised me. Because one of my goals for 2023 was that I was going to attain that particular goal.
Okay.
So, and the deadline came, and everything went down like that. And I was very pained. And fortunately for me, the following week of that deadline, in fact, it was amazing that God shaped everything, like everything just turned around
and you met
for my good, and I made the deadline.
So that was when the inspiration came from Still God.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. Let's listen to the music of Paul Bisson. I said Paul Bisson, Samuel Bisson. Paul knows how to sing. Not to dance to it.
Not only dance.
Not only dance to it. Let's listen to the song of Samuel Bisson. When we come back, we'll wrap it up from there. Prince 89.7 FM Ibadan.
I won't figure out in the book of life. The more I search, I realize it's true. But by the way, evidence today that is the same today, forevermore. In the midst of the storms, in every twist and in turn, in the midst of the pain, even when I can't touch my joy, I'm be God forever. Now him be God forever.
Malachi 3:6 says, For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The sound that still God is the sound of hope for those who are in distress and those who are in pain. And that God remains God, He doesn't change.
During meditation, in the light of His word, in the light of His voice, unchanged. Understanding came in view, knowing fully well that behind the scene, nasty God in the midst.
Check your time to up, and the song you listen to is from Samuel Bison. If Paul Bison enter my mouth again, Samuel Bison. Yes, yes, we need to go now. The song, Now Still God. How can people access it? It's on platforms, on social media, on all digital platforms, right?
Digital platforms.
Okay.
All digital platforms.
So let's wrap it up now with the last question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in the musical line?
In the next 5 years, by the special grace of God, I see myself doing amazing things for God in the gospel industry.
And who do you wish to feature?
Yeah, I wish to feature Donsi Oyekon, Nathaniel Bassi, by the special grace of God.
Okay.
And of course, I also intend to release my album.
Okay.
Even before the next 5 years, by the special grace of God.
Okay. Whatever you wish for yourself, we wish you more, better.
Amen.
And we pray the Lord will open your ways. That we are happy to see young and talented gospel artists spring up, and not that what they are singing out there. We are appreciative of the fact that God gave you this talent, and you understand the way to go about it. So we are happy that we are seeing a young man that is doing things. Please just keep it up, no matter what. Let us see you fly high. And this is a little one Prince FM can do. We didn't charge you for this. So this is a little Prince FM can do to contribute to your success. And we wish you all the best in 2023. We are in 2024. Hoping that your doors will open beyond this, and see you at the best. And yes, just your social media handles, by the way.
Yeah, they can follow me on IG at Samuel Brisson _official Zambia, and on Twitter at official Samuel Brisson as well. Then on Facebook at Samuel Brisson.
All right. Yes, okay.
They can also reach me on my line on my WhatsApp.
Let's just limit it to the social media.
And
that one is even better than the WhatsApp and everything. We want to appreciate you all for listening to Samuel Bison. Yes, let's go to the second segment of the program. Samuel Bison, we wish you all the best.
Amen.
God bless you and prosper your way.
Amen.
Let's go to the second segment.